السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله حمدا شكرا لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الكريم. All praise and thanks is due to Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. May peace and blessings be bestowed to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My dear brothers and sisters, it's a very beautiful second day of Ramadan. May Allah Azza wa Jal increase in our deeds, and may Allah Azza wa Jal forgive our sins, and may Allah Azza wa Jal make us worship Him in the best way. May He turn us away from evils and any other temptations in this beautiful month. Our brothers and sisters, today our big topic is going to be about pride and arrogance. During the past days, how people can be proud, people are so arrogant in whatever their ways. But today we want to look about this pride and arrogance, how to solve them, how this pride can ruin all of your Ramadan, this arrogance can ruin all of your Ramadan. So here, brothers, I'm here with you to discuss about how you can take this away from your soul, because it's something very dangerous in our religion. Brothers and sisters, I don't want you to think about this brother, he's arrogant, I wish he listens to this, I wish he's this. No, I want you to put this as in your own nerves. Put it as if I'm preaching to you. Don't try to put yourself like I'm preaching this brother is this and this. That's a sign of a corrupted heart. You have to just say like, it's as if it's me. He's preaching to me, he's talking to me, this thing is my soul, because I know this might affect you, or it has affected you, or it will affect you. So it is a condition that every human can easily feel pride and arrogance in some stages, like for example, you have attained a rank in the community, these things usually affect people. And it's only by Allah, when you turn back to Him, you know that it's Allah who gives and takes. It's only by that time you realize that I'm so low, and I'm not supposed to be proud, I'm not supposed to be arrogant. So brothers and sisters, we have met many types of people that we have gone forth to. For example, me, I've seen a lot of people. You have those who are gangsters and they think they're above everyone else, and there are those group of people who have been in deen and they feel like wallahi, I've been so long in this deen of mine. These gangsters, they doesn't have time. There's a belief that comes with them. They don't have time for Allah Azza wa Jal, and there is this disgusting attitude that comes with them, that they don't need Allah. Allah owns them. Allah owes them. They feel like they're big, they're great. They have they feel like they're something very big in the community and in front of Allah. Something like that. They feel like they don't need Allah. It's Allah that needs them. Such beliefs with them. Then we have the second group of people that being in deen, and they hate the terms, man. They hate it. Those who can have beards, they say mashallah, I'm a sheikh now. There are those who abaya, because of the abaya that they wear, they feel like they're very brave. They raise their rank with materialistics and the physical titles that they are given to them, which is very wrong. They have understood this deen of ours very wrong. However much the couple of years you stayed in your deen, I want you to know that that is equivalent to nothing in the face of Allah Azza wa Jal. In the face of Allah Azza wa Jal, that is equivalent to nothing. Let me tell you, this Ramadan is not just to cleanse your soul. I want you to know that the Ramadan, it should be a means of you to enter Jannah. Let it be that. Make sure that whatever ibadah that you are doing, let it be that ibadah that Wallahi Azza wa Jal will reward me and I will enter Jannah. However much, multiple times we will multiply them. Don't think of how much you will multiply them, but think of Wallahi Azza wa Jal, my goal is to enter Jannah next to the Prophet. Don't you want to be next to the Prophet? Don't you want to be next to the Sahabas of Nabina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Brothers and sisters, look at these perspectives. We have all goals. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a priest, I want to be a pastor, I want to be a sheikh, I want to be a nurse, I want to be this, whatever it is. You have got goals. You have got all perspectives. Everyone have got all whatever the plans they need in their head. But do you have a plan or a goal that you want to enter Jannah? Do you have that plan that you want to enter in Jannah, brother? Do you have that? You have the thinking that I want to enter in Jannah till Firdaus. It is rare to get someone, just I want to enter Jannah, bro. I want to enter to paradise. Just like that. It's rare to get someone speaking that. Man, it's something that should be in your brain. I want to enter Jannah. And you need to go forth for it. Because the price of Jannah, it is something very expensive. You need to make sure you save enough for it. Pray, give zakah, be obedient to your parents, do whatever Allah Azza wa Jal wants you to do. And that is the price of Jannah al-Firdaus. Brothers and sisters, we are not just doing this Ramadan for people to see. We are not just doing this Ramadan, to cleanse our soul just alone like that. Come on. We're doing it such that we get a lot of thawab from it. However much that cleansing of your soul is part of it, but the most greater one is such that Allah forgives all my sins and I am among those who will enter in Jannah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How great this month is. It's only you realize when it is gone. So we are in the second day, brothers and sisters. Utilize these days very well. Make sure that each and every day you utilize it very well. For example, reciting the Quran is something very, very holy and beautiful in this month. Do you know how it is multiplied, brothers and sisters? Come on. If you want to recite the Holy Quran in 3 minutes, you can recite. We have different narrations from the Sahabas, from Nabina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You can just read, Qul Huwallahu Ahad 3 times. That is equivalent to the whole Quran when you recite it. Imagine you have recited it 10 times, 20 times, 40 times. You see how great it is. Do you know the thawab that you will get there? Brothers, let's be among those who are really ready to fight for Jannah. Let's be among those who are juhud of Jannah al-Firdaus al-A'la. MashaAllah. We have this disgusting attitude, A brother of mine comes with a couple of dollars in his hand, couple of shillings in his hand, places it in a mosque. Wallahi, he feels like Allah owes me, wallah. I've given a lot in a mosque. That man is too much. I've given it. Allah owes me. He's supposed to do for me whatever I want. I have child children. Should give me. I want more profit. Allah should give me. Feels like Allah owes him, which is very wrong, brothers and sisters. I want you to understand very clearly. Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't need your prayer. Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't need your zakah. Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't need your ibadah. Allah Azza wa Jal needs nothing. He's free. He needs nothing from you. I want you to understand that. It is we that need Him. It is we that need Him. It's only those who go back and how they came about to what they are right now will realize how great Allah has been in their life. Brothers and sisters, I want you to know that, I want you to understand, Shaitan is trying to play with your brain. We have this tendency that Shaitan has been, Shaitan has been tied in he's tied, he's not on this earth. Come on. Yes, it's true, mashallah. Shaitan is not there. But do you think that Shaitan has not that in our soul? Earlier on, the preacher says how he feels dirty, how it is to be so. Our earlier episode is talking about that. But now I want you to understand, it is like however much Shaitan is absent, but I want you to understand, Shaitan has that in our soul. Do you think that will go with him? No, that remains, his body goes up there. You should know that very well. He has left our hearts dirty, and this is our time to cleanse it. Don't let Shaitan's dirt deceive you. Don't let Shaitan's belongings deceive you. The Shaitan's remains deceive you. Don't let Shaitan's residues deceive you. It's very, very wrong, absolutely wrong. If you try to feel like I'm great, I'm something, this Ramadan, I've given this, Allah shall do me this, it is very wrong. You are slave. Antumul fuqara'u illallah. You are the destitute that runs to Allah Azza wa Jal. Understand that very well. Antumul fuqara'u ilallah Azza wa Jal. You are the destitute that runs to Allah Azza wa Jal. Whatever you have there, I want you to know that it belongs to no one but Allah. It is He that gave to you. When He takes it, it is His. You have nothing. He gave you to do something with it. If you don't use it appropriately, that is upon you, brothers and sisters. I want you to understand that very well. There's this little gangster or a boy, a Muslim brother comes, has a car, has the goods, has dollars, I start believing I'm something, man. I start believing I'm something. When he moves in a crowd of people, he feels like he's great, something like that. When the words that you saw, I want to go where I want, I want to sleep with whoever I want, I want to do whatever I want, I want to sell whatever I want, I want to live my life. But that's very wrong, man. You have to know that your living is dependent in the existence of Allah Azza wa Jal. It is He that decides for you to live or not. You have to understand that. You can do whatever you want, mashallah, but I want to tell you that it's a path that you might regret. A day will come when Allah will cut it short for you. وَجَاءَتْ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ سكرة الموت بالحق. Allah Azza wa Jal, when that day comes, brothers and sisters, the day when Allah Azza wa Jal will cut your lifetime short, the day you realize, I wish I worship Allah Azza wa Jal, the greatest. Do you want to be among those who are talking if three sentences? Do you want to be among those who are talking if three sentences? Regretting all the time. They feel like they could have done better. Wallahi, the best is he who will talk if one on that day. When you talk if one, Wallahi Azza wa Jal, you will be so happy that day. I want you to understand that very well. For you to speak if one sentence, you have to do the actions right now. Allah Azza wa Jal said, Ya ibadi, all my slaves, the first of you to the last of you, the human of you, the jinn of you. If you were all to come together collectively, if you were all to come together collectively to worship me and worship me and worship me until you become like the most pure heart amongst you, this does not increase my greatness in any way, shape or form. If you were all to come together collectively and worship me and worship me and worship me until you become the most pure heart amongst you, this does not increase in my greatness in any way, shape or form. The opposite was true. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, Ya ibadi, all my slaves, if you were all to come together collectively, if you were all, the human of you and the jinn of you, if you were all to come together collectively, all of you were to come together collectively and sin, sell drugs, prostitute, abuse each other, do whatever you want, this does not take an atom from my greatness in any way, shape or form. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah Azza wa Jalla is telling you, whatever you do upon you, this does not do or does not affect anything in my greatness, does not take anything away from my mulk, does not increase anything away from my mulk. Allah Azza wa Jalla is free. It is we that need Him. It's high time you will realize that. Allah doesn't need anyone, brothers and sisters. Antumul fuqara'u ila Allah. You are the destitute that run to Allah. People walk around, as if Islam belongs to them. They start believing as if Islam belongs to them. They do whatever they want. They pray the time they want. They give, they give zakah, or they don't want to give zakah. They do whatever they want in the religion as if it belongs to them. When you define Islam, al-Islam فهو الاستسلام لله تعالى والرسول فقط. This is the total submission. Listen. The total submission, not 40%, not 20%, not 30%, but the total TOTAL, total submission to the will of Allah Azza wa Jal and His Prophet. Faqat. You don't need to bring interpolations. You don't need to bring fabrications. You don't need to bring concoctions in it. It's very, very, very absurd and wrong. The deen of ours, it is clear. It is complete. We don't need anything to be added. We don't need to be anything to do whatever it may or whatever it is. I want you to understand that very well, brothers and sisters. The deen of ours is complete. The deen of ours is beautiful. Enough. We need nothing in addition. I want you to understand, it's high time you do whatever Allah Azza wa Jal wants you to do. You know, this day people try to modernize, you know, have sheikhs, brothers of mine trying to put on the skills and the dressing codes, whatever it is, no? Trying to invent something. It's like they're trying to modernize Islam, which is very wrong. We're supposed to work towards Islamizing modernity. If you instead try to work toward modernizing Islam, it's very wrong. You have to work towards Islamizing modernity. That's the best part of it. The best of you are he who walks back. If you want to find Islam, you don't need to go in front. Islam is from behind. Go behind the ulamas. Go behind the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Go back in the lives of the Sahabas of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You will find the real Islam. The real Islam is to find in front. So brothers and sisters, with that, we have to understand that pride and arrogance is part of destruction in this beautiful month of ours. We should not make it part of us. With that, I will beg to stop here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.